Hello children, I welcome you all to our special English hour. Here we learn lots of new things, and while learning these things we have some fun. Are you all ready? Let's get started. Children, let's learn some new words. You will see these words in the story when we read it. So I request you to please make a note of these words in your notebooks. Cautioned, cautioned, cautioned. My mother had cautioned me about the heavy rainfall. Demolish, demolish, demolish. They are going to demolish an old building. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Raju does some stretching before he goes for a run. Tapering, tapering, tapering. The tiger's body was tapering. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Once upon a time, there lived a wicked witch. Children, let's read a story from our textbook. The name of the story is Baby Pangolin's Night Out. Please open page number 91 of your textbook. I will be reading this story and I request you to point at the words as I read them. And if you don't have a textbook, listen to me carefully. Come baby, wake up. We will go ant eating today. Mama Pangolin gave a gentle loving push to her 1-month-old baby with her long tapering mouth. Baby was still drowsy after a day's sleep. Mother tried to persuade him. You keep asking me to take you out. You say you are tired of drinking milk all the time. Now get up, get ready. Here we see that a mother is waking up her baby. This mother is Mama Pangolin and the baby is Baby Pangolin. This baby is just 1 month old and this baby is still feeling drowsy. He doesn't want to wake up, but this baby always keeps on complaining, and his complaint is that they never get out of their house to eat anything. He always has to drink milk and he is tired of that. So his mother is waking him up so that they can get out of their house and eat ants. Pangolins are animals. No, won't, said Baby, stretching his long tail lazily. I don't want to walk all the way. Don't worry, said Mama. I'll carry you on my tail. Good boy. Come on, it's time. Mama set him on her tail and finally brought him out of the home. Their home was a snug hole in the earth, 9 inches wide and more than a meter long. Mama cautioned Baby to sit tight and hold on to her scales with his claws. She began to walk steadily and cautiously. Just then, a porcupine went past them. Baby Pangolin was feeling very lazy. He was just stretching in his bed. He did not want to wake up. He said, I don't want to walk all the way. So, his mother tells him that she can carry him. Do you know where pangolins live? They live beneath the ground, where the hole is 9 inches wide and 1 meter long. So, baby pangolin sat on mama pangolin's back. Mama pangolin tells him that he should hold on to her scales tightly, and they get out of their house. Once they get out of their house, they see a porcupine. Have you seen a porcupine? Who's that? Baby wondered. Oh, that's a porcupine. And who are we? Mama began to explain as she walked. We are pangolins. We have many cousins. 4 of them are in Africa and 4 are in Asia. We live in India, so people call us Indian pangolins. In the northern part of India, our cousins, Chinese pangolins, are also seen. When baby pangolin sees the porcupine, he starts wondering. He wants to know who that is. So, his mother answers his question. She tells him that is a porcupine. Now, this leads to another question. Baby pangolin wants to know who they are. So, his mother explains it to him. She says that we are pangolins and there are 8 types of pangolins. 4 are found in Africa and 4 in Asia. Since these pangolins live in India, they are known as Indian pangolins. And other than that, their cousins who live in the northern part of India, they are known as Chinese pangolins. By now, Mama and Baby had reached the anthill. Mama used her strong, sharp and curved front claws to quickly demolish the anthill. The termites inside began to run helter-skelter. In and out went Mother's 1.5 foot long sticky tongue. She began to devour the termites. Look, baby, they are delicious. Eat them up quickly. This is how we pangolins gobble up termites. Children, now in these paragraphs, the writer is telling us a few features of pangolins. From these paragraphs, we learned that pangolins eat ants or termites. Here, the writer also mentions a few features about the pangolins, like they have 1.5 feet long tongue. Can you imagine how long their tongue is? Also, it is very sticky, as we saw how Mama Pangolin uses her tongue to devour termites. We also came to know that pangolins eat termites because Mama Pangolin tells her baby to eat them because termites gives them energy. Baby watched mother and tried to follow her example. Slowly, slowly. Yes, baby could do it too. In and out went his tiny tongue. This was his first solid meal, and after being nursed on mother's milk for a month, and he found the termites truly delicious, just like mother had said they would be. She too was happy. Good, baby, remember, this is the proper food for us pangolins. We don't have teeth like other animals, so this is what we eat. Children, in history, you must have learned that our ancestors were monkeys or apes. They used to walk on 4 feet, but we have evolved into human beings. Now we walk on our 2 feet. We have a straight spine and we think with our brains, right? Along with this, a lot of things have evolved. Even when man had started standing on his 2 feet, he could still do certain things that his immediate ancestors could do. People used to hunt and gather food, and they used to hunt wild animals before farming was invented. So the animals that used to be hunted were very strong animals. So our ancestors also had very strong teeth. But after that, man shifted from hunting to farming, and that also brought an evolution in the way our body works, which is why now if you ask us to consume meat which is very chewy, we might not be able to do it, right? Which is why the pangolins are not able to chew anything that is very meaty or fleshy because they don't have teeth, which is why they can only eat termites. Children, we will see that in nature, evolution is the most natural process, and that happens with the surroundings and the conditions that we live in. Just then, Mama smelled something. In a trice, she pulled her baby to herself and held him close to her belly. She hid behind a rock and pulled her long body together into a tight ball. Anyone would think she was just another piece of rock. After a while, the smell diminished. It seemed to come from a safe distance. Mama loosened her tail a bit and listened carefully. She sensed a bright light passing on, and with it some sounds. She uncurled herself very cautiously and let the baby go. Did you note the smell just now? Remember it better than anything else. This is the smell of a man. Some of them are wicked beyond measure. They search for our holes, nests, and dig them up. They kill us, eat our flesh, and sell our scales to earn loads and loads of money. Humans think our scales are medicinal. Here we saw that Mama Pangolin and Baby Pangolin were enjoying their food, and suddenly Mama Pangolin smells something and she immediately catches Baby Pangolin and curls herself into a shell, and she is holding Baby Pangolin very tightly. Now the smell had become distant. So Mama Pangolin uncurls herself. When I said this to you, what do you think is happening? Here, Mama Pangolin has sensed danger. Do we also sense danger? Yes. Just like all animals, we as human beings are also capable of sensing danger. We have our ears, eyes, and nose for this. So here, Mama Pangolin curled herself into a rock or a stone. If anyone would have seen Mama Pangolin, they would have thought that it is a rock. Just like Mama Pangolin, there are many other animals who camouflage themselves, and because of that, a naked eye cannot see it. For example, if you see a very green viper snake hiding inside lush green forest, our eyes would think that those are leaves. So we see that nature has given special powers to every animal, and this is to protect themselves. So now, after this smell becomes distant, Mama Pangolin is explaining something to Baby Pangolin. She tells the baby that he should remember this smell. And who is this smell of? It is of humans. And through this paragraph, Mama Pangolin is trying to say how we as human beings are very mean to animals, how we use their meat for our own benefit. We also use their scales and sell them for money. Here, Mama Pangolin is trying to explain her plight. Long ago, when only tribal people living in the jungles knew about us, the situation was not so bad. They too killed animals, but not for greed. Now, you have to be on your guard against greedy people such as those we smelled just now. When we step out for our nighttime wandering, they flash harsh torchlights to spot us and then shoot us with their guns. These very same wicked people have destroyed our habitats and cleared away jungles. There is no room for us to build our homes and to roam around anymore. Life is now full of hardships. You can never tell when someone lurking around might kill you. Be warned, baby. Be careful. Children, I have a question for you. In news, on TV, or in newspapers, we read many news articles which talk about how certain animals have encroached on our lands. What do you think about it? When I read such a news article, I feel that we have encroached their lands. There used to be a forest before this, and we have demolished their forest and built houses for ourselves. So they are not the ones who are encroaching our land, but we are the ones who have encroached their homes, because of which they enter their own habitat. And I feel that there is nothing wrong about it. We as human beings have destroyed the environment in thousands of ways imaginable, and we are now destroying the homes of animals that are trying to protect our environment. And what we as greedy human beings are doing is very, very, very wrong. These men don't realize we are their helpers. We remove millions of ants and termites for them. They will spend huge amounts to do that themselves, but will not spare us. May God give them good sense. Baby, one more thing. There are some good people too. They know our importance in the food chains in nature. They strive to make our life easier, to help us grow in numbers. Sahyadri Nisarga Mitra and other organizations in Maharashtra run awareness campaigns with the help of the Forest Department. They hold meetings in villages and urge people to protect us. They put up posters with these messages everywhere and hand out pamphlets. They try hard to put a stop to international smuggling. They set up modern trap cameras to get our photographs and study us. Children, do you know what food chain is? I am sure you all are aware of the food chain. Now, what we need to know is every animal in the food chain has a purpose, and every animal in the food chain is placed that way because that helps us in maintaining a balance in our environment. So here, Mama Pangolin is also trying to say the same thing. I do hope these good people will succeed in their work. Our life will be easier and our kith and kin will flourish. Come, baby, that's enough for today. It's getting late. Did my love relish the termites? We'll return here tomorrow night. Now, we must reach home before the day breaks. Children, the lesson that we read has been written by Bhau Khatdare. He works for environmental protection and he has tried to conserve many species that are endangered. So we all thank him for his contribution in making people aware about these problems. Children, I hope that you learned something new today, and most importantly, you had fun in today's session. For homework, I request you to find out about organizations that work for protection of animals. And once you find out about these organizations, share this information with your family members and friends. On that note, I will take your leave. I will see you all in our next session. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye bye.